Hi and welcome to Kohana Studio Podcast. I am Kate, founder of Kohana Professional, nail champion, a nail educator, and nail tech with over 15 years of experience. And today with me is Amber.
Hello, my name is Amber. I'm the executive assistant here at Kohana, and I'm also an educator for Kohana Professional. So today's episode, Kate, we're going to talk about, it's quite a big topic.
It's a big topic.
Yeah, mental health in the nail industry.
Yes, so mental health generally, I think it's a bigger topic these days, and I don't know, is it actually just a topic? It's more shows on social media.
Yeah, I think people talk about it more these days.
More people suffer these days. What do you think? Is actually physically people more suffer than like 10 years ago or 20, or is it actually kind of the same, but more social media people talk about this?
Yeah, I think social media probably adds an extra layer of pressure to people, but I also think maybe people are just more open.
More open as well. Yeah, become kind of like very, people try to not inspire, but like support other people by talking about this, yes? To show that not the people are not alone, and kind of like you can talk about this. You don't have to suffer yourself. It's loads places to help, loads of this helplines and all of that, isn't it?
I think in the nail industry as well, it's massive because you can really burn yourself out.
In the nail industry, yes. So we can talk about this, about our industry, how it's like, because I hear from lots of people that they actually kind of like, especially when they're coming for courses, they kind of like, oh, I really needed this course. Like, or sometimes you text me, I loved your feedbacks or your reviews you send us in the private messages, but sometimes I just don't feel I could share your review because sometimes you just actually really kind of like, thanks for the podcast because brings you like motivation.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of like it's lovely. So thank you so much for all these messages. It's very nice. And the courses as well. People sometimes like in the nail industry for 10 or 15 years, and it's kind of like, I am that long and I feel like kind of like how exhausting can be, kind of like, you know, and then feel like you're doing all the time something, like I do all the time something new. So as well, that's why this keeps me kind of like from burned out. But I remember when I started doing nails and the first kind of few years, I think it was like 6 or 7 years, I kind of like didn't do nothing else, just nails. And actually I was all the time clients and like fast, because I was quite fast, so I could do like 12 clients a day. So you can really kind of feel burnt out, and I never had money.
I know. And if you're not a nail technician, you mightn't realize how much of a physical job it is. Do you know? And you have to be switched on all the time while also chatting to people. Do you know? It's like, imagine trying to write an email and someone is talking to you the whole time. It's really hard to focus. Do you know? So I think it is tiring.
Like. Because it's kind of like as well, you takes over people's stories. So I think we are all humans as well. We are nail techs, but we are kind of like humans also. So it's kind of, we soak the stories. This energy, isn't it? Like not everyone have happy story. People sometimes, you know, or gossiping or just say about themselves like sad stories. And, you know, it's so lovely that people want to share with us, they feel comfortable to do it. But on the other side, on our side, it's
it's intense.
It is intense, exactly. It's not like, I don't want to say draining or something, but it's just intense.
A friend of mine actually said that I should have done a counselling course alongside nails. Imagine.
Exactly, because it is kind of like you listen, you would like to as well give some advices, to people support, but sometimes, you know, you're not the right person to do it, isn't it? Like in the very serious stuff.
And it's so lovely that, you know, your clients have obviously built that relationship where they trust you enough to tell you, but if you're thinking from the other side, it can be quite intense. All day.
It is. So definitely, but at the same time, it's hard to kind of like say what you say, like how would you set up these boundaries if the clients want to talk? They feel so open, isn't it? And it's actually, you know what, one time I went to this guy, how you call them, like angel cards readers? Is that like fortune teller? But this is kind of like spiritual things, yes? Like, you know, he go, you don't have to talk about yourself, you don't have to say anything, who you are, what you're doing. So I remember when I went to him like first time, he actually guessed, like not exactly, he said that I'm doing nails, but he guessed that I'm working with colors around me and that I'm very often holds people's hands.
Okay.
Scary, isn't it? Yeah. And he said like the people who comes to me, they not only comes to me for a treatment, but they comes to me to hold my hands. Imagine, to kind of like give me, they feel my energy and they will feel better. That's why they will always have, after the appointment with me, they will feel better because they actually takes my energy. Yeah, that's what he said. So that shows how energized it can be, so we can actually take each other's energy.
But you do feel it, like if someone's having a bad day,
yeah,
and you're in the same room as them, like it's
Exactly.
contagious.
Or like, for example, if your client gets sick, they kind of like I don't say about flu or something, but like serious, like kind of illness or something. I will be thinking about this client all the time then.
Do you know what? Actually, a client of mine, someone in her family had like a really serious surgery, and she was obviously just trying to talk about it, but she was showing me pictures of this family member after her surgery at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I didn't ask to see. I didn't really want to have this conversation, but like, what can you do?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're in it. Like,
yes.
It really upset me actually.
Exactly. And then you kind of all day set up like this.
Yeah. And I still think about it all the time. I'm like, I just didn't want to see those photos.
I know.
I felt like I shouldn't have anyway, but
in one way it's lovely because they trust you and want to tell you these things, but then another time you're not in the position to say no, don't talk to me, because it is kind of an environment in our work that is kind of such a close contact with the customer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, that's why we have to be very careful.
It's hard.
Yes, this is where our kind of like this the mental health matters, and we kind of like we need to realize that this can happen from this kind of like energy what we are around, isn't it?
Just like if someone is in a good mood, it's contagious as
well. It's contagious.
It's just when you're in such close proximity with someone for an hour or whatever, and you're literally holding their hand, you're going to feel kind of what they're feeling, Exactly. So yeah, you have to be careful.
Another thing for this kind of to make sure the mental health is on point, I think we should set up definitely the times off. The times off, or like a break time as well. You said as well, on the beginning you didn't take breaks, isn't it? Me too. I had like my lunch, like kind of like, between clients. Whenever, like not even finished, client was waiting, you're like, like so fast. And you can like, you can lose weight, you always feel bad about yourself. Because, when you're all the time in rush, your stress level, the cortisol is so high.
Or you can gain weight from this high
exactly.
cortisol as
Exactly.
Well. It's crazy, yeah. I know, and then you think like, oh, I'd rather just get that, get the clients done, get my day over, leave the lunch break. But then you go home and kill everyone.
Exactly.
Right?
Extra money. And then, you're back home and you're kind of like seriously mentally and physically exhausted.
Yeah. It's really important to mind.
I remember when I was working like a full-time as a nail tech, and I was pregnant. I was actually working till my last steps. Like seriously, when I couldn't work more. And then do you know when I was coming back? After my maternity.
Like 2 or 3 weeks. You're nuts.
2 weeks, yeah.
Are you joking?
2 weeks time. Yeah, so sad.
Why?
I was kind of physically able. I remember, when you had a baby, you have the bleeding and everything, and I remember I actually bled so much that I actually, I came to work, kind of thought it's ready. You should kind of 6 weeks, definitely you should be at home because of bleeding. And I remember I come back to work and I kind of like bleeding on all over the chair.
But just doing clients full-time
doing
again?
Clients, yeah. Coming back
to work. You are nuts.
Yeah, I know. But like this is what we do when we're kind of self-employed.
Yeah.
You think, you don't have any options, and you actually have. And it's normal kind of like to take times off for holidays, for maternity, whenever you're sick,
Yeah. But this is why we've said in previous episodes too that you have to charge properly. Because
that's the thing.
It's a business and you need to mind yourself.
Exactly. And then if you don't charge accordingly to this kind of like set up this schedules, then you actually stress. Then you stress because you actually have to work, because then you don't have enough money for basic things, isn't it, in life, like
financial
rent,
stress,
like your bills. So the money as well is another pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes? And it kind of can come from what? Thinking thinking about, oh, first, I don't charge enough. Oh my God, I don't have enough clients. Yes. And then I don't have enough to even pay rent or insurance or like, it's a circle, isn't it? So even that, like, put up your prices is better. Yes. Because this give you, even you have less clients, you will definitely have enough money to pay the bills, isn't it?
Yeah. I think social media is a big thing these days too with like mental health, because you might be comparing yourself to someone online that you think is so busy, booked and busy all the time, but you don't know.
Yeah, I think the social media is one of the main things that could cause our frustration, our kind of like worst days that we feel so sad. Yeah,
because like people don't really switch off. You lie down in the bed at night, you're scrolling. You wake up first thing in the morning, and you turn off your alarm, you're scrolling again. Like it's hard to switch off.
Yeah, and I watched different podcasts as well about the mental health, about all of that. And the first thing you should change in your life, it's actually don't look on your phone in the morning, and then like 1 hour before you go sleep.
Yeah,
I don't do it. First thing I open my eyes, I actually go on my phone.
And even clients too, like, they might text you at 11:30 at night because they remember to text you.
Yes.
But then you're lying in your bed and your phone is buzzing and you're looking and it's work.
Yes.
And you just feel like you can't get away.
Exactly. You're trapped. Yeah. You feel pressure that you should reply because this is your business.
But I think you need to set boundaries then.
Yes.
If it's a problem for you and you're feeling that way,
exactly.
Then
yes.
only answer the texts in your work hours.
Yeah.
But if you're feeling good, you can reply.
Yes. Or sometimes I know the girls as well have 2 phones, for example, one for work, one for yourself. So it's kind of as well helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. I never did this because I was always afraid I'd lose.
Me too. I never. I
have
my phone number since beginning.
Yeah.
So
I know.
And I always replied in the evenings. I was that person. Yeah. But I was okay. I was kind of okay. I was kind of like feel fine about this. So always for me never was like a big problem,
See, I used to take Sunday and Monday off, and I always found on a Monday morning you'd have like 10 text messages, because obviously it's the start of the work week and everyone is just trying to get organized and get their appointments in, but then that's like hanging over you all day and you feel like you need to answer it. It's like a job to just sort everything. And it can be a little bit.
For me, the biggest thing, for example, even now, like I think I just kind of like love to do everything. So I'm kind of like constantly have ideas and I want to, and you know me, when I said, no, I have to do it. And I try to do it. And then I try to be best.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like too much for me.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like when I get frustrated and then I get annoyed and then I get cross, but I still keep going. So I put so much pressure on myself.
Yeah, I know you do that. Me and Kate would be sitting down with the laptops just getting like some admin jobs done. There were like 27 tabs open and every single one of them is important.
But it's done. It's still done.
The job's done.
Yeah, the job is done.
It's fun, but it's kind of like so much all at once.
That was with me for competitions.
Yeah.
And at some point I have to just say, okay, that was actually one thing, like especially with the brand, like growing the brand and then this competition. That was actually 2 things for me. I would say, like seriously, realistically, it was too much to doing this too, because in this and this you have to really put 100% of yourself, and you're not able. You don't have 200%. You have only 100.
Yeah.
So
I won't lie. There was a few times before deadlines of the competitions that like I would be like emotional.
Yeah. That's why it's
then
always.
I remember there was one I was telling Michael that like I didn't cry, so I was like, maybe I didn't put in enough work to win it.
Okay.
Do you know, it's funny how you give so much like to these competitions and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's draining.
So we should always kind of like put yourself kind of like in the place we are able to be, isn't it? Kind of like able to do it.
Depends on like what your goals are. What do you want? Do you want to do competitions? Do you want to build a client list? Like,
exactly, prioritize the goals.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, what is the most important for you, and never put kind of like 2 big things on the same level, because it's not possible to achieve, and then you can be very frustrated, and that's becomes really have the kind of like feedback in your mental health, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing as well, I see here in our notes, is client pressure and people pleasing.
Yes.
So this is a big thing.
This is a big thing, yes. Yeah. Especially when the clients kind of like push a little bit, for example, if they have like some contraindications, you can't do it. And then they push you to, oh, can you actually do it, even if it's green bacteria, yes?
Yeah.
So for me, it's easy, but I know girls like, I don't know how to say no. Yes, lots of girls say, I don't know how to say no, and then I do it and I know then it's my fault because it's worse.
Yeah, I feel like at the start, when I first started out, like obviously you don't have as much confidence, and it would be really hard.
Yeah,
to stand your ground.
Feed in somebody, isn't it? Like, oh, please, because I have holiday, please, because I this and this and this, and then this creates a circle because you kind of don't make the boundaries, and then you overtaking, and then you don't have your time off. So you actually deleted your time off to make please somebody. Yeah. So that's kind of like a cycle as well.
So you kind of have to just stand your ground, don't you?
Yes.
To know your boundaries and really enforce them.
Exactly. And social media as well, I would add this, that we always try to follow the perfection. This is another thing that makes us, even myself, sometimes I see like, this is so beautiful, and you try to do it, and then you, instead of focusing on kind of like main things like consistency, a little bit faster, you build your clientele, you kind of try to gain something what is actually, to be honest, in the end of the day, not most important. It's kind of like in this moment, for example, if you start your career path and you want to build your clients, the perfect competition friend is not important at this moment, but you want to do it because this girl is doing, and you see this, and it's so beautiful, and you forget about this, what is the most important, and you get frustrated because you're actually starting. How will you do it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of as well, we try to catch the perfection, be perfect when it's not, being okay, it's still perfect.
Yeah, I had a lovely girl for a course during the week, and I was saying, oh, do you have like an Instagram that I could follow? Because she was so good. She's like, no, because I'm afraid to put my work up because I don't want people to look and judge. I was like, that's so sad because she's so good, and like to even think that way.
And
really
some
sad.
people, exactly, some people are very hard on themselves,
So
isn't it?
hard.
Even they are very good.
Yeah.
Yes. And like, but that's also comes from like a pressure from social media, from other nail techs who forgets that they started as well.
Exactly.
And they kind of can be really rough. I see sometimes, oh, this is not my job, and they share like somebody's job. And for example, this person who's sitting there, maybe the job was done, maybe the nails wasn't perfect, maybe she was a little bit rushed.
Yeah, not my work.
Like not my work, and like comparing, I don't really like to do that. I think this is kind of like, because this person could have maybe a little bit worse day, or maybe just something happened, maybe client wasn't kind of like sitting, right, just something goes wrong, and then somebody really kind of put this, and this person maybe see this and then feel so bad, self-conscious, start being, like, I think there's other ways we could do this, not very kind of like this, very obvious and publicly to put somebody under this pressure.
There's no need to tear other people down.
And then mostly, what I see, mostly this thing is happening when the nails are actually growing out after 3-4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not nails freshly done. When they start grow out, the natural nail can even grow down, so they will look a little bit grow down. Here on the free edge, sometimes they kind of like looks a little bit rough. But what how we know what clients is doing with these nails?
Or even soft gel, like you might see the structure is a little bit dipped,
a little bit, yes.
But it's a bendy product.
It's normal wearing nails that they never will look perfect, and then they looks, and of course they will look kind of ugly. Like, be honest, the 4 weeks, even my nails now are so long now. So yeah, the product I testing lasts very good. So they looks kind of like, a little bit rough because I do everything with my hands. So if I will do close up now, it's no lifting, not everything, but of course they're not perfect. Yeah, so it's kind of like this, and then this person who is doing it doesn't have kind of like distance to it, can make this very personally and think, oh my God, I'm such a bad nail tech actually. But it's actually not, So it's kind of this, we think sometimes, the social media can be very, build up this kind of self-conscious.
And it's a highlight reel.
Nobody's
going to post, nails that they weren't happy with, or,
yes,
this type of way.
Or,
exactly. They were rushed.
Loads nails also are edited. Yes, loads. The apps we have these days, you know, you can make like beautiful. I use the apps as well, not changing my work, but like fix a little bit if I have hair, if I have a dust, if I have too much light, to turn off the lightening, you know, normal editing. You know, this is the little tricks that nail techs use.
Yeah.
I can do, of course, a set of nails that will be perfectly ready for perfect photo, but then yes, this will take me another maybe 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
15-20 minutes. Do I have time for this? Okay, so it's kind of like the okay photo, it's enough. You know, it's kind of sometimes don't try to make something. If it's content creator, they have to, but they spend time for it. But realistically, we work in the salon and we have to take realistic expectations.
Yeah.
We need to have to ourselves also.
Yeah, and if there's a nail tech out there that you love their work on Instagram, that's amazing. That'll help you, strive to do better, or correct your work or speed up your work.
Yeah.
But like, don't put too much pressure on
Exactly.
yourself.
Don't compare yourself to that person, because you are different. You can have different styles. So don't try to be that person.
Yeah.
Always be yourself. And like I say, sometimes I share video and somebody comment like, oh, the apex shouldn't be this or apex shouldn't be that. I'm like, hello, excuse me, I know where is the apex. Yeah. I know how the apex should look like. I like a little bit higher apex. This is my style and I like it. If you prefer a little, that's why when I teach basic courses as well, I always say you can put slightly higher, you can put slightly lower. This is all in the frame of this is correct, but just put your own style to it.
Yeah.
If you don't like mine, do it your one,
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of this way, yeah, but always to somebody, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Excuse me, I actually know it's correct.
But I think you have a very good like thick skin for this type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I have, yeah.
I feel like you're
I'm very sensitive in one way,
Yeah.
But I have very thick skin for these little bastards online.
You're confident in your skills, so like if people want to give out whatever.
Exactly. I know what the stress points of growth, the apex, concave, convex. I know how to explain this to students, and I tried my best to do this online also. And then somebody, no, it shouldn't be like this. So teach your way, and
yeah. Okay.
Enough.
I know, there's always one. Yeah. Always the private accounts, isn't it, Kate?
Private accounts as well, yes. Or accounts that have like 100, 200 followers. Yeah. They always kind of like try to teach you, how to do it right, yeah?
Yeah. But it's just, you have to be, like, if you're posting on social media, you just have to realize it comes with the territory.
Did you see this? And I know you see this, but podcast, we talk to each other, so did you see this? We've seen that it's a one now trend on social media, it's on Instagram and on TikTok, the girl who has actually talked quite rough about other nail techs. Even the nail techs are very good, amazing, big nail techs, and she kind of talked and kind of slammed them about their job. Yes.
But she says she's not slamming them.
No, she obviously she is, like, it's that's why we were talking about this as well in the previous episodes about the marketing side. So this is one of the marketing sides, so you can build up your fame in different ways, or be professional, or be kind of like a sexy, or but you can also do this in this way. Like if you will start to be kind of rough in one way, the people brings attention, because she brings lots of attention. Look, even we talk about this, yes? Yeah. So it's kind of like, I think this is one of the worst ways to do in the nail industry, because in this attitude, you can actually cause such a lot of self-conscious to other nail techs who then afraid to post the job.
Yeah, because I seen one video where she did what she does to like a quite big nail technician, this lady who has her own brand, and she was devastated.
Yeah,
do you know, exactly. It's like really hurtful
and
to
it's no need. Yeah, I know where she comes from and what she tried to kind of do it, that it's kind of like it is some difference in the standards of the work. That's what we were talking as well in the last episodes about, like European standards and then UK and Irish standards. So I know what she's talking about, but also she brings in one way she is right, in one way when she points sometimes the mistakes, but you can point them also in completely different way.
But would she have as much followers as she does if she was not talking about other people who have big followings?
Exactly. And that's the thing,
probably not.
But even like if she takes my video, she would definitely say something wrong about my work.
Oh, everybody.
If I would take her videos, I could also find something definitely what I would say, like, this is something wrong. We can always create some problems. Yeah. So, but I think it's completely in our industry, do not support each other's, and pointing somebody's mistake in the way it's done, like she's doing, very rough. Completely wrong.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, unnecessary. So that's my opinion. But yeah, but from my marketing point of view, you know,
she's getting views.
She tries.
Yeah, you have to be so careful on social media too, because like people just care about the views they're getting.
Yes.
Do you know?
Exactly. That's the thing, you know. So that's what we were talking as well. Sometimes you can do mistake in purpose.
Yeah.
Because this will bring your attention. If you will start doing nails on the green bacteria and you are recording this, the people will say like, "Hey, wait a minute," and everyone comments, and bing, 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 the views and the comments.
Guys, for the crack, I actually, I don't know if you want me to say this, I did a tutorial of a tortoise shell nails for Kohana, and I purposefully left my gloves filthy.
Yes.
Just to see.
Yeah.
Would anybody.
And one time it was a speaker, you know, the TED speaker.
Yeah.
You know, this, so the coachings and all of this business side. And one lady, she was, I don't remember her name, but one lady was amazing speaker, like she was talking and amazing. And one time, accidentally she dropped a water and she spilled the water on her blouse, and this was so many views.
Yes.
So many views. Like, and since then, it's just, it's proved that if you do something wrong,
you get more attention.
You will get more attention. Interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting.
So what we have to do, maybe, like, I do something now.
Because, like, all you have to do is drop your phone in a puddle and it's all gone. Do you know? It's not real, social media.
Yeah. So you see, the mental health in the even nail industry, it's very important. So please remember, we are very supportive industry. So if you suffer with anything, you are not alone. For today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you like this episode, please follow and subscribe. I wish you a lovely day and chat to you soon.